For today's video, I have a Spyderco Sage 5 in Rex121 steel. It's my first time sharpening Rex121, so there was a little bit of I'm not sure how to say, I didn't know what was how the burr was supposed to feel like, especially when I was sharpening on my first side. The blade was pretty dull already. It did, the geometry of the blade did surprise me a little bit, because still went through the cardboard even though it was dull. Won't go through the paper towel, so I did scrape it against a glass plate, the the, the glass plate of the Sharpening 220 a little bit, just to make sure it's a little bit more dull when I start sharpening. So what I did first was to sharpen away that little nub that's on the Spyderco's. So this initial side, the right side of the blade that I'm doing my initial sharpening on, took me a little longer to feel the burr. And when I felt it, it was a very tiny little burr. I'm not sure, I'm not really sure, what I'm supposed to feel on, the initial side. Because this is my first time doing Rex121. So, but when I flipped it over to the left side, the other side of the blade to start sharpening, within the first 10 passes or something like that, I already can see and feel that burr popping up. I don't really that was actually really surprising to me when I was doing this. After grinding out the factory edge on both sides, I went back and forth 10 passes on each side, and then 5, and then I think it was 2, and then 1 stroke on each side to basically very minimize the burr. The reason why I do multiple passes on each side and then go down is to have that muscle memory, that instead of going just straight off the bat back and forth, I give it a little bit of muscle memory, going, okay, I'm doing 10 passes on the right side, 10 passes on the left side, 5 5 3 3 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1, so that I can develop that little bit of muscle memory for this knife, so that when I'm trying to minimize that burr, I can keep my angle much easier. I mean, there are other tricks that you can probably use, but this is the one that I use. For the core of the sharpening, I'm focused on using this Veneve diamond stone in the 100 grit side. I don't change until I feel that my burr is minimized, and that the initial grind grind angle that I want, and then minimize that burr before I switch over to the 240 side, which is a little bit more finer. If I remember correctly, the JIS score is 300 or something. And then after sharpening a bit on the 240 side, I switched over to the Veneve 400. I believe it's 7 to 800 grit in the JIS score. So it is a little bit finer. It's quite slick. I did not need to go to the Veneve 800, which is a lot more fine than I want it to be. Even though it says 800, it is not. And an 800 finish is a lot smoother than that. So this is the blade right off the edge, right off the stone. There was a little bit of a hiccup near, like, I guess the, like, a little bit the lower part, but right off the stone, this is, I shopped it on a 15 micron diamond emotion from Genday, and after that I did a 6 micron from Sharpie stuff. So you can see in the video I was testing it out on the paper towel. That's kind of why, how I kind of knew that there was a little bit of, like, a little bit of a catch on the bottom. So I focused it a little bit more on the strap with that. So it's not bad for my first sharpening on the Rex121. And it's a Sage 5. I have 3 Sage 5s now. One in Rex121, one Maximet, and another in MagnaCut. I really like them all. I'm thinking about getting one in Spy27. So this is my sharpening, guys. Thanks for watching.